I'd like to send a very clear message to any Jew around the world who is watching this. What has happened to our people over the past few days has been utterly heartbreaking. We're united in grief for our fellow Jews who have been murdered, attacked, or kidnapped. But what I'm about to say is so critical. It is not the Jewish people who are in trouble. It's the rest of the world. A world that has bullied us for too long and has sadly made us internalize an inferiority complex. The world who allowed the dehumanization of Jews and sanitized the evil of Jew haters today and in every generation. The Jewish people have never, ever allowed pain to define us. If Hamas think their success proves God is on their side, that if you can successfully butcher people, you're a superior human, that's as absurd as saying the opposite, that if you're a victim of barbarism, you are in some way undeserving. Our suffering, even failure, does not define us. It's not success or failure that defines you, but what you are pursuing. The terrorists are successful at murdering. So that's who they are. Successful murderers. And who are we? These horrible videos going round, it's enough just to hear about them. And I'm not sure we should keep watching them. Because they are an attempt to rattle us, humiliate us, to demoralize us, to destroy our confidence in who we are, to question if we should even be in our homeland, to make us question ourselves. That's what they did last time, almost 50 years ago to the day, by targeting us on Yom Kippur. They chose that day to undermine our confidence in who we are. And today, exactly 50 years later, they pick Simchat Torah as the day to attack. Simchat Torah. That's who they tried to attack. Who? The people who rejoice in the Torah. That's who we are. Just like in 1973, they attacked a people who fast on Yom Kippur. The fact it happens on these holidays actually reinforces in us and reminds us who we are. We are not victims. We were victimized when we were doing what we are, celebrating our book, the people of the book where the people of Israel and the land of Israel are named on almost every page, whose history in our land dates back 4,000 years. That's who we are, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We are the same people. You dig up ancient mikvahs in Israel. We also use our mikvahs today too. The ancient synagogues and study rooms they dig up, we have them today too. We're the same people. And the reason I say this, that we must be unintimidated and confident in who we are, is not for our sake. We are God's eternal people, and He will protect us and perform miracles like He did in previous wars. At the beginning of previous wars in Israel, it looked so grave, but God turned it around and performed miracles. So we can now expect even bigger miracles, greater than last time, because the atrocity is greater this time. So no, I don't say this for our sake. I say it for the world's sake. We, the Jewish people, hold our heads high. We will get through this, but I say this for the world. It's the world that is in big trouble right now, not us. For all the sophistication of the higher learning institutions and the universities, the world has remained barbaric and tolerant of barbarism. Just look at the recent statement in support of Hamas from various Harvard organizations. Yes, there is more decency today than in previous times, but it's not good enough. Around the world, from all the ideologies and isms out there, there has been a failure to uproot the barbaric animal instincts in human beings. If people can be educated and graduate with many letters attached to their name, and they still support barbarism? That is a failure of education. The only hope left for the world is the Jewish people and their Torah. And we are the custodians, and the world knows it. Some are impressed by that, some are jealous, some are hateful. But they know deep down it's the last hope for the world. It's inevitable the world will turn to the Torah and the Jewish people and say, teach us what is right and wrong and what is the way of God, because we don't know and we have not made much progress. So our hearts can grieve, but instead of feeling bad for ourselves, feel bad for the world. They are the ones who are really in trouble. They are the ones who should be embarrassed. They are the ones who need help. Our collective response to the world as a Jewish people should be, despite your despicable behaviour throughout our history, as soon as you're ready to be educated, we will educate you about morality, because that is our mission in this world. We, the Jewish people, heard God speak, and it's our job to quote him and represent him here on earth. The fact that barbarians can beat us up and inflict harm on us does not change that. Actually, it proves it. It proves what they are and who we are. So we must not be demoralized or disheartened or lose confidence. When you act like an animal, that's supposed to depress me? I don't think so. At best, we can feel sad for these monsters. How did you get yourself so messed up? How did you corrupt your religion and society so badly that you end up being this animal? So our mission has become so crucial. After any person has seen these videos, can anyone deny this anymore? But now we have to speak up more clearly than ever. We have to stop pretending we're just another nation in the Middle East minding our own business, trying to be good farmers and innovators. Nobody's buying it. The whole world is looking at us. We're the only democracy in the Middle East. They don't care. Democracy is a lovely idea, but it depends on the morality of its people, and democracy itself doesn't provide that. A moral system does. Israel prides itself on being a democracy. Now it's time to pride ourselves on who we really are. God's chosen people. Messengers of God to the people of the world. A people who rejoice in their Torah, the word of God, and have lived according to his word for over 3,000 years. We need to stop trying to impress the world with things that are not impressive. It's embarrassing that we have to tell people or applaud those who say, we have a right to defend ourselves. It's so pathetic. It's such basic child-level morality that if you have to spell it out to someone, they're beyond help. Now we will and must finally declare, we will utterly defeat our enemies swiftly and without mercy, and stop at nothing until our people feel completely safe and secure. No more tit for tat. No more tolerating an ongoing intolerable situation. Tit for tat fighting every few years just elongates conflict, not just for us but for all sides. And we must be confident in our response. And the only way we can do so is by taking our instructions not from the United Nations, but from the Torah. To my fellow Jews, if you encounter anyone, online or offline, who criticizes Israel's response, who challenges the Jewish people's right to live in our land, let alone tries to find any justification for this terror and evil, I implore you, do not get rattled by them and do not engage with them one iota. The conversation is over. Because if I have to explain to you why Israel's actions are just, or why the land is ours, then you are too ignorant, immature, or malicious to understand anything at all. You question whether Israel should destroy her enemies, or question whether this land belongs to the Jewish people. I'm sorry, you are completely out of touch, and to have an argument with you is degrading to myself, and it's embarrassing. So my fellow Jews, do not degrade yourself, do not lower yourself, do not diminish your own honour to have such a debate with someone. We will not be lectured on morality by the world. We are the authors of morality. We are the teachers of morality. We taught the world the 10 Commandments. We taught the world I am my brother's keeper. We are God's chosen people, the custodians of morality. And our opponents will simply destroy themselves. No need for debate. We have to start being crystal clear with the world. When the former US president moved the American embassy to Jerusalem, and people said, how can he do this? It's so provocative. No, it's quite simple. Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. Everyone knows it. So we have to make Torah as familiar and clear to the entire world as it is clear that the land of Israel belongs to the people of Israel. Yes, we are the chosen people. We have been for 3,300 years. And for someone to say, no, we're not really chosen, what are you saying? This is one of the most well-established facts in history. The Jews are the chosen people, and we should act like it. So all the ugliness we are seeing will not change our opinion of ourselves. We are not degraded by any of this. Those who did this, and those around the world who have bullied Israel for too long, they are the degraded ones. They are the depraved ones. Have pity on them, not yourself. Of course, this tragedy is heart-wrenching, and the loss is real. But look at it with clear eyes, with an understanding of history and of who we are. What we should do now is speak with more and more confidence in our morality, in our godliness, in our understanding of our purpose and the purpose of the world. We, the Jewish people, are the teachers in this global classroom. We are not the students. We do not ask the United Nations, not even the United States, what they think is right or wrong, because they have no idea. When the world tries to be the teachers and we are the students, it's a disaster. So we will support the Israel Defense Forces in doing whatever they need to do, and we have full confidence in them. And we will support our people however we can. But our time has come to be unequivocal to the world. We are exactly where we belong. The Holy Land belongs to a holy people who are celebrating their holy day. This is who we are. We are making this terrible mistake of looking to the world for morality when we are the teachers of morality. And this is what will impress people and what will change the world. And if we change, the world will change with us. Because the world has run out of good ideas. The world is desperate, crying out for something new, something different. We, the Jewish people, hold our heads high. If the world wants to learn morality, we will teach. If not, they will destroy themselves. Evil always backfires in the end. So let us support our people with charity and perform mitzvot, which we know have immense spiritual power. Every Jewish man should put on tefillin. It's not optional. We have to declare in visible and tangible ways who we are. A Jewish man wears tefillin. Jewish women should make candles on Friday night, an absolute must. We must declare our Jewishness to the world and put up a kosher mezuzah on the front of every one of our homes. We have nothing to be ashamed of. Our people are magnificent, and God is weeping with us in our pain, and he is marvelling at us for our everlasting resolve and faithfulness. So we must not be disheartened. We are a blessing to the world. We are the moral teachers. We are the light to the nations. So my fellow Jews, stand tall and shine bright.